Hey everyone, this is Carla R. Jenkins, and this video is the June 2023 certification list update video. I would like to thank everyone for watching me and taking time out to be part of my community. As always, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can also hit the like, the bell, and the subscribe to never miss any videos in IT, cloud, and project management. This June has been an extremely busy month. Thus far, I have passed 2 certifications, 1 renewal, and I also uh, took full advantage of a program, Ohio IMAP. So I'm a native Ohioan. Ohio IMAP is individual micro credential assistance program. It's through the workforce transformation. I also put a link in the description so if any Ohioans who are eligible, they could learn more about the program too. It's a free program. I actually learned about it scrolling Facebook at like 2 a.m. so it benefits. And the lady, the intake specialist, got in touch with me on June the 5th. She enrolled me for DevOps Foundation on June the 6th. I turned that around in 72 hours, passing my first DevOps on Friday, June 9th, 2023. I've gone through Global Links. That's one of the training providers. It's not the only training provider, and I'm going to get to that later. I followed up with yesterday ITIL 4 Foundation, and that means I will most likely have recertification for ITIL 4 Foundation as well as ITIL 4 Create, Deliver, and Support. The third one is tonight, which is June 29th, 2023. I renewed my SC-100 Microsoft Cybersecurity Architect Expert. This is big because I was a beta user and I passed my beta exam in May 4th, 2023. It says on the credit badge that I passed it May the 5th, but I got the distinction on July 8th and they reset it to June 30th. Long story short, I had I had to redo it by tomorrow and I did it today. I said, screw it, just see what happens, and I managed. So I'm very happy. I don't know whether or not my renewal video will come out, but I wanted you to know it since you're part of my community. I'm very happy because that's my expert level certification. However, I will make sure that I renew earlier because I don't want to be at the mercy of the day before the renewal. So since I have my AZ-700, I most likely will get that done around Independence Day because I want to be free of it. So those are my certifications. I've done 3 thus far, which is great because when I started June 1st, I didn't even know that that would be the outcome of my meeting with the Global Links and the Ohio IMAP program. However, continuing with the IMAP program, specifically with Global Links, as soon as I got my ITIL 4 Foundation score report, I sent it to the intake specialist because she sent me an email on Tuesday night about Scrum Fundamentals Certified. As soon as I passed it, I shall be receiving my ITIL 4 formal certificate over this weekend or the latest by Monday, allowing me to sit for that new certification. And that's part of the path that I'm on because this particular training provider has paths. I'm very happy that I'm doing Scrum outside of the Scrum Alliance, which is certified Scrum Master, certified Scrum Product Owner. I also, during the pandemic, got the Certiprof Scrum uh, Scrum Scrum Foundation professional certificate. And I'm bringing up the different types of Scrum certifications because they're different bodies. Yes, Scrum Alliance, Project Management Institute, Agile Certified Practitioner, and the PSM are the most prominent, along with Scale Agile Framework, which is safe as a certain type of Scrum. Those are your most prominent. However, if you don't currently have the money for that, there's still Certiprof, and I believe there is Scrum Study may have some free content on there. However, I sent her the information. I got approved to start that program July the 10th. In addition to that, I get my eligibility for the late July DevOps leader, which is something I always wanted to do immediately upon the DevOps foundation, like when I passed on June 9th. And that's something that I want to implore you watching this. Yes, they may be steps, but advocate like in the email, you know, put out that yes, I completed this. This may be the prerequisite or the fundamental, but I'm looking to go to the intermediate or the expert. I feel that what I've done right now is a good showcase and displays, my tenacity, my ability to complete tasks, time management, productivity. And if you consider me for this opportunity, then you will have the same outcome. And an example of that is the email that the intake specialist sent me regarding scheduling time of 2 weeks between the Scrum Foundation certified on June 10th and the DevOps leader. I said, thank you for your concern. However, I managed to turn around and get certified in DevOps Foundation within 3 days. And then that Monday, June 12th, I started my training for ITIL 4 Foundation. Therefore, if I can turn a certification around in 72 hours in 3 days, I'm more than capable of being able to read, do the training, pass the certification in a 2 week period. She agreed. She said she wasn't worried about that, and I got registered for DevOps leader because I had DevOps Foundation. However, with Ohio IMAP, you do have to complete the training and the certification exam before going on to the next one. So you can't have anything outstanding, which makes sense because your goal is to make sure that you get the training, you get the certifications, just execute. And that's something you have to do on your job. You have a certain time frame, you have to produce something, go out there and produce it. So, I respect that. But yes, that's some tidbit of knowledge I wanted to impart to you regarding the whole IMAP, being an advocate, knowing if something is advanced, laying the foundation, laying the groundwork right now regarding the path that you take. Because if you stay top of mind, they come back and say, oh, you need that. I will say, if I didn't advocate for the DevOps foundation for the leader for the next level, she wouldn't have considered me. So just planting the seeds, laying the foundation is huge. And now in this video, I'm transitioning to the programs that I qualified for or scholarships I received. So this June, I qualified for the Blacks in Technology Foundation, Grow with Google Cybersecurity. I was very happy about that, especially hearing how there's an alignment with CompTIA Security Plus. Well, regarding Security Plus, I learned that Ohio IMAP had 5 different programs. As of right now, Global Links is not doing the CompTIA certification for Security Plus. I believe they're still doing it for A Plus and IT Fundamentals. So I emailed the people, and I think it was around before the Friday before Juneteenth, which is a federal holiday. So I got all of the updates last week. Very happy that Youngstown State enrolled me in the CompTIA security. So I have until July 15th, I believe, to pass most of the stuff, which I feel I will. And by just doing that and qualifying for the certification, that's very helpful because when I was in DC, I had workforce development training for Security Plus 401, but I failed it 728 and I needed 750. However, it did lay the foundation for me to be where I'm currently at. I do feel after having nearly 5 years of experience working and certification, I will be ready to pass the Security Plus. To another thing I do want to bring up, if they have a prerequisite and you have prior certifications, please make a copy of that and upload it. That's what I had to do for the Youngstown State because they were saying that TIA Security Plus was a more advanced one. So I uploaded my ISC squared certified in cybersecurity certification. And I said, I have a background. I got certified in this. And then they granted me an approval to get to that. However, I wanted to put that out there regarding the program too, because that's very important. You may have prerequisites, and this is a way of getting around it. However, those are the two new programs on top of that. I do feel that in July, I will land something that's very important because there's been some momentum happening, great things where I'll be getting paid opportunities, higher visibility, and I'm going to keep every single one of you informed on it. But things have been looking up, and I'm very happy about that. In not just IT cloud and project management, but outside of that. Then finally, I have to admit that I did let my AI 100 Azure AI engineer expire. Why? Because AI 100 has been replaced by AI 102. I do want to have the most recent one. And then also, just the fact it was the most recent, I didn't want a question mark. So if I sit there and say AI 100 and they do a search, even though it's ratified and it's renewed, it's still, it was over with in 2021. And that's the problem. It's like, well, how do you explain that? That's over 2 years old. So I didn't want any question marks, which is something I would implore you, because tomorrow, June 30th, several Microsoft certifications will retire, mainly the MS-500, which is Microsoft 365 Security Administrator, the AZ-720 Azure Support, Network Support Engineer, and then you'll have to start like explaining yourself. So that's something that I also wanted to bring up. If you have an older certification that's been retired, then focus on getting the one that's current, because the last thing you want to present to a potential employer or someone you want to partner in business is a question mark. So that's June 2023. Carla R. Jenkins, thank you for taking out time to watch this June monthly certification. I will have a blog up on Medium. You can follow me at carlarjenkins.medium.com. Also, if you want to work with me, info at carlarjenkins.com. My LinkedIn is Carla R. Jenkins, universal social media handle. And finally, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe and the bell icon and never miss any videos in IT, cloud, and project management. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Thank you for your support.